Today we're going to be creating an imaginary yearbook page featuring people you wish went to New York City Lab School. We're going to be following this template. I see 6 black squares along with individuals you would like to go to school with. I made this a few years ago. Here's another example that a student produced in 2014. So how are we going to do this? How does this start? First thing we're going to do is, find the people that you wish went to our high school. And it can be Obama, it can be Carmelo Anthony, it can be maybe Martha Stewart. I saw her on the Justin Bieber roast. She was pretty funny. All right. So the first thing that we're going to need to do is find these people, and then we're going to be creating a new layer. We're going to use something called the Marquee Tool. So I'm going to left click on the Marquee Tool. I'm going to go to our foreground color, and I'm going to make sure we get black. Great. Next, I'm going to left click and drag. So I'm going to create something that looks like a little bit like a square, and we're just going to ballpark it. We're just going to hopefully manage to squeeze 6 blocks in there. You're going to then select the paint bucket, click in the center, and then press Command D to deselect. We're going to do that again. So I'm going to select the Marquee Tool. I'm going to left click and I'm going to drag. I'm going to then select the paint bucket. The black is already selected, it's the foreground. I'm going to click and deselect. So what I did just now is I put both of these squares on the same layer. So I'm looking at it, and the right one is a little bit bigger than the left. And if I wanted to adjust the size of just the right one and press Command T to change the size, I would have a hard time doing that because they're both on the same layer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Command Shift Z to go back. And if you press and hold Command and Shift and then press Z, 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 you can undo many times. So let's create a new layer in the Layers palette. Marquee Tool, we're on a new layer. And if you actually hold the space bar, you can shift your selection around while you're still creating it. So I'm going to shift it so it's about right there. I'm going to press G for Paint Bucket, or click Paint Bucket in the toolbar, and you're good to go. I'm going to make a new layer. Marquee Tool, click and drag, select the paint bucket, or press G for the hotkey, click, bam. And then you're going to press Command D to deselect. Marquee Tool, we've created a selection, new layer, G for paint bucket, select it, and then Command D to deselect. So what we do is we have a selection, right? I see that selection, and then we're going to press Command D to deselect it. Let's keep going. New layer, Marquee, G for paint bucket, bam. And then let's do one last one. New layer, Marquee Tool, or you could press M, it's another hotkey. Make a selection, G, bam. Command D to deselect. Great, so now what we're going to do is we're going to switch Marquee Tools. I'm going to go to the Layers palette. I'm going to go to the toolbar, and I'm going to right click, and these are context sensitive, and I'm going to select the Elliptical Marquee. We've got these other tools hidden in there. So let's press the Elliptical Marquee, and we'll start with Mellow, because I'm very confident he's going to turn things around this year for the Knicks. And I clicked and I dragged, and as I said a moment ago, if you hold spacebar, you can then shift your selection around. So I'm holding spacebar, and let's get a nice ellipse around his face. Nice. We're then going to press Command C to copy, and then Command V to paste. Then let's press Move Tool. I'm going to shift it over, and I'm going to press Command T. Hold Shift. You're going to hold Shift, and then I'm dragging the corner, and then we can then move Mellow over a little bit. Press Check to confirm. Beautiful. Let's grab Martha Stewart. I'm going to select the Elliptical Marquee Tool. I'm going to make a selection. I'm going to press Command C to copy, Command V to paste. The Move Tool, I'm going to shift this over, and then we're going to need some space underneath their portraits where we can write their name. So let's press Command T. I'm going to hold Shift, and I'm going to grab the corner. Let's move this over a little bit. Great. Let's press Check to confirm. Nice. And we can't forget the president. Make a selection. Oops. I'm going to press Command D to deselect. to make a selection. I'm going to hold Shift to move over this selection. Nice. I'm going to press Command C, Command V, V for Move Tool, or simply select it in the toolbar. Command T, hold Shift, grab the corner. I'm holding it down so it's proportional. I'm going to press check. Nice. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new layer above the faces, and also obviously above these black squares. I'm going to select the text tool, and when I'm looking, I know if I start writing right now, I'm typing, but I don't see anything. Why? That's because the font is black, and I know if I pull it away, I can see, oh, it's right there. It looks like it's hidden. It's not. So if I click and I drag and I go up to the top, now let's make it white. There we've got some text. Now let's write mellow, and I'm going to press check to confirm. Now, if I use the move tool to grab that text and I brought it down, it seems like it's gone and it's disappeared. It's not. It's there. It's just white on white. There's no contrast. What I'm going to do now, actually, if you hold Option and roll the mouse wheel, you can zoom in. Let's try that. That makes life a little bit easier, right? I'm going to use the type tool. Martha Stewart. All right, I'm going to press Command A, and I'm actually going to drop down the size like so, whatever, and Obama. Great. So I'm going to let you figure out who you wish went to our school. I'm really excited to see what you produce. Please remember to put your name and date, submit it to my email and to the blog. All right, ladies and gentlemen, good luck.